Cool. Hey, everybody. It's the 11th of June, 2024. This is Mesh Live Coding from Gimbalabs and Friends. We are building two courses at once right now. We are building Plutus PBL, and you can see I'm running this locally on my computer. And we're building a dedicated Mesh PBL course. What's fun about this moment right here is if we look at the Plutus PBL course, the module we're working on right now and is going to be released soon is for building the front end of a Cardano application. And when we introduce this in the Plutus PBL course, people are going to start to learn how to use some basic mesh functionality. Learn how to use the Cardano wallet component to connect a browser-based wallet to a simple application, and how to build a couple of transactions that they're already familiar with from Module 102 of PPBL 2024. In Module 102, we introduced how to build simple transactions with Cardano CLI and how to build transactions that interact with a faucet validator that people are seeing several times throughout the course. Now we're going to build similar transactions with Mesh, the simple transaction and some simple validator transactions that work with the same faucet that people are introduced to in the course. Then deeper mesh content is all going to take place in the mesh PBL course. Okay, so we can see that. We can see right now in PPBL, but over at Andamio, oh, I could do this without signing in. At Andamio/courses, there's the Plutus PBL course that we were just looking at, and there's the Mesh PBL course that's in development. And this is the one we're going to be paying more attention to during these live coding sessions as it continues to roll out. But this is one of the entry points to the course, the module 201 that we were just looking at right here. So one of the first things we do when building course content is we look at examples. And so in the time we have today for Mesh Live Coding, I thought we could look at the source code for the Plutus PBL project. And then we can build some examples that will be used in the Mesh introductory lessons. So let's go in here, and this is going to give us a chance to play with Mesh a little bit. You can see, for example, I have a custom hook right here that's already calling on some of what Mesh exports, but only a little bit. And this gives us a nice way to start introducing the Mesh libraries. Let's think about this live examples page. Now it looks like this right now. I can hook up a wallet. And if I was successful earlier in the course, I can see that, yeah, I have the PPBL 2024 token. I actually have already withdrawn these tokens. Maybe we could play with the message here and change this if the connected wallet already holds those. But I'll come back to that later. Where should new examples go? What if I add subheadings here? So what if I said like all of this stuff, module 100. Two X. Another hit. Module 201. How would that look? If these were all just on one page with little subheadings. Module 100. And then 201, build front end for a crowd. Okay, that's not bad. Cool. Now we can just add some components there. We can start separating these out. So now let's organize this a little bit. This is a React project, and it's pretty simple. There's not too many pages, but as a project starts to scale, it's much better instead of this pattern right here where I'm just writing the name of the route that I want. I'm going to put that route name, live love, live examples, as the name of the directory. We'll make a new, we'll just move this in and rename it. This. And so the functionality is the same, live dash examples, and here's that page. But what's nice about this is if I want to keep things organized and easy for learners to start to navigate this, we can make a new folder here called components. And we don't have to put an index file in it. So there's not going to be like a components route. But we can just have, or does that work with pages? No, this works with app router. I think this can still go here. Let's just try this. Let's make sure. So I'm going to make a new file here. And this will be the module 100 component. And then we'll take all this content, everything here, up through here, and just remove it. Remove all that stuff. I have a whole bunch of stuff I got to import. That's okay. I'll take all the card stuff with me. Other subcomponents to pull in. So there's the Cardano wallet that we're going to be introducing. That's nice. Excuse me. And we need to know what network we're on. So let's just pass. We're going to want this in both of the subcomponents, but we really don't need it at the top level. So let's just pull it in here. This, okay. And then it's just a matter of pulling in these other components, which are properly in a components directory, which is a good spot. So let's pull all that in. though. Yep. Okay. Now, if I save this page, of course, there's nothing there for module 100 now, but I can simply pull this component in. This is the module 100 component. It doesn't have any props. And now we're back to where we started. Wonderful. Okay. So let's build a placeholder component for module 102. Just duplicate this one. Name it, well, not 102, 201. Yep. Copy this title from here. And for now, we can remove all this content. We're going to start to play with that in just a minute. Done and done. We can import. Did I change the name of that? Nope. 201. Okay. Put that in. And we're ready to go. Cool. So this way, as students start to navigate the content, they'll be able to look in our pages directory here, go to the live examples. They'll be able to see that the index right here really is serving its role more as an index file, which is nice. It's an index of what? Different examples. And later, if this page gets too long, if it doesn't feel right to have all of this just in order, moving down the page, we could always wrap each of these components in an accordion or a tab or something. And we might do that. That would be quick now that we've got this structure right here. It'd be really easy to wrap these in tabs, but not going to rush into that. Module 201 now has these lessons. Cloning the repo, this is where we'll give people a tour of the structure that we just set up. 201.2, we're going to look at that Cardano wallet component that's actually already being used in module 100. And then we need the UI components for a simple transaction and a validator transaction. These are really the two key things. And what's nice is that we have a pattern to follow. Connect wallet happens, sure. And then we've got a card for each of these lesson demos. So we could follow the same pattern over here. For now, already I'm starting to see that this card component, maybe there's something we could extract here, right? That takes like the SLT number and title as props and prints all of that. But I'm going to just reuse this much code a couple times for now. It's easy to read. Beginners can navigate through it. And later on, if it makes sense, we can abstract some things away. But for now, this feels really legible. Let's just copy this pattern right here into here. And we're going to have an SLT 201.4 demo, which is, nope, 201.3. A simple transaction. Call it a spending transaction. Okay. Details go here. And demo component goes here. And then we'll repeat for 201.4. This transaction is actually just going to be repeated from module 100. So we'll see what's the right thing to say about this. Repeating example 100.5 would be different. Okay. Placeholder. And those demo components are not visible without a wallet connected. So I'm realizing really the connect wallet part, this guy, shouldn't be here. It should actually be above these two components like this. But maybe it will be good to have that in a separate example. So let's another. That's really where we need to use network. We didn't really need there. And so now we're seeing which hooks we actually need in which spots, which is nice. Okay, so here's this. This clearly doesn't need the other stuff. This is just for connecting a wallet and seeing what network we're on. By the same token, maybe we won't need to use network here. I'm going to comment it. Excuse me. We don't need these for now. And we also, are we using network anywhere right here? Yes. Okay, good. That's the guard. Oh, that's really nice. Okay. So yeah, indeed. Let's keep it here. And right, you see the little trick is that if we can see a network, and if that network is over here, 0, we know we're connected to a testnet like pre-prod, and then we show these demos. Let's do the same thing on 201. That's really nice. So let's wrap everything under the title, everything below the title in this. Let's just put this there. Okay, so now what do we accomplish? Well, now we see nothing. There's no way to get to anything. Why? Well, because I can't connect my wallet. But the beauty of what Mesh provides for us is if I connect my wallet in one component, the other components will know about it because of how we've wrapped our application in a mesh provider and because of how React hooks work. So if I just import this guy, let's change the name. It's a long name, but that's okay. It's descriptive. And then let's import this guy over here. Fix import from right here. Good. All right. Now I have a nice Connect Wallet component at the top. There's examples incoming for modules 100 and 201, but I can't see them unless I'm connected, and not only connected, but connected to pre-prod. Yeah, that looks busy. Okay. It'll be nice to break these down. I think tabs is the way to go. But it's nice. Now we have some functionality. We're ready to build the examples for module 201. Can add those and push this live and then create those lessons. Those will be good steps. If you're watching this video, I hope you got some questions. And this is something we do every Tuesday with Gimbalabs and friends. We're here building a course, building examples, figuring out what bugs we can create. Because once you make a bug, you can figure out how to fix it. That's one of the best ways to learn. So we're going to keep doing that. You'll see module 201 live later this week in the Plutus PBL course, and Mesh PBL will continue to roll out. But I hope that this short session gave you some insights in how React components work and what Mesh allows us to do, and even how we navigate a simple application like this one. You can kind of see how we're kind of moving back and forth between some of the business logic that we can pull in by using the mesh libraries and the UI, right? What's the user experience we want for somebody who's learning Cardano development for the first time? Maybe we don't want to overwhelm people by when they connect their wallet going, oh, wow, okay, that's a lot. It might be better if some of this content is hidden and people can choose how to navigate through it. So that's an upcoming question. You'll see the results of our hypothesis on that question live at Plutus PBL later this week. And hope you got questions. Drop by Gimbalabs Discord or plutuspbl.io. You can navigate to our live sessions calendar just like this, and you can find registration links for all the different events that we do every week. Hope to see you soon. Have a good one.